Hello, Ron.
Hello,
Where are you from?
Florida,
What part?
Venice.
I'm in Vero Beach, just up the
Oh.
coast from you.
All righty, nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. And Doug has got some snow in Saskatchewan.
Yeah, well, you don't know what cold is until you're in Florida and it's in the 30s.
Exactly. Or even in the 60s. We're like,
That's right. Like
That's
swimming in,
Fahrenheit.
it's like swimming in 40-degree water.
Right. So cold.
Oh, if you only knew.
I can only imagine.
I do. I was up in Alaska swimming in a lake with my son. So
No.
I know.
No.
So what the organization are you guys with? Who are you with?
So me, my name is Katie Knoll, and the name of my college is Knowledge Company. And I help people dissolve their waffles, dissolve their worries, anxiety, fear, frustration, lethargy, exhaustion, and stress by showing them how to stop living in emotional debt and create emotional wealth.
All righty. You got that can pretty good.
She's a good waffle, Ron.
Yeah.
Doug, what about you?
So I'm Doug Lawrence and I have my own company called Talent C, and we're focused on mentoring and mental health.
Oh, yay. And Ron?
We do 10 challenges to service. We help veterans and their families make the transition. And the challenges help them make the shift. We don't do anything. We're Dumbo's feather. We just take you on a walk on a path that we've walked, and we'll walk with you on it because you do the work. I used to think, I used to think I'm going to change people. No, I don't change anybody. God gave me one person. I'm having a hell of a time with that guy.
Thank you for what you do, Ron. Both my father, my brother, and my husband are all veterans, so I appreciate that.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah. Lugman, what do you do? I know I'm mispronouncing your name.
I'm an advocate of human rights, as well as
You got to increase the volume there, Lugman.
Lugman, I think your mic is not working. Can you hear us, Lugman? Lugman's coming in from Pakistan, so there might be some stuff.
can you hear me now?
Just vaguely.
Hello?
Oh, better.
Yeah, you're
That's better.
there we go. You're cutting in and out though, Lugman.
Yes. Yes.
We lost you again.
This is Liz. How you doing? Can you hear me?
Oh, there
Hello?
he's gone.
Yeah, if you guys
All
want to
right.
go in the comments and just put where you're from and all of that so you guys can connect and numbers and all of that good stuff. We're going to go live in about 2 minutes. I'm just letting a few more people in. So we have Brave Up is here. And then you guys can introduce each other. When we go live, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions and you guys get to share what you're doing, all your good stuff, any good books, anything that you're doing. Ron, if you're doing any fundraising or anything like that you'd like to bring to the table, bring that up. Angresius is from Brave Up, I believe. Yes. Am I saying your name right? My tongue is really bad for that. So okay,
it's okay. It's Enrique.
Enrica.
Yeah. Enrique. Yeah, like with a K at the end.
So I'll get you to share about Brave Up and all of that good stuff, what you guys are doing, where you're located now, because I believe you're in the US, Chile,
Yes.
and the UK now, right?
We're Mexico, Chile, and the United States. Yes.
Okay. So I'll get you to share that. So I'll go to you guys one by one as I see you on the screens and that. And then we'll do some little, all the good, exciting stuff we do at Christmas time. We encourage each other to stay strong. I know sometimes it's not easy for everyone at Christmas time. So I want to just bring that to the table. So let's keep that in mind that some people have struggles during Christmas. So we're going to really bring a strong T with all of us together and show that we all stay connected and we all work together when we get to know each other. And this is what Tea Time is all about. It's about getting to know one another, networking, staying connected, and seeing how you can help somebody else. So you might be that voice or that connection that that person is needing, that you have that they aren't aware of. We do have a lot of platforms that are similar. So there's a lot of mental health, a lot of abuse, a lot of grief, a lot of books. So get your books. And I do have some books here. So as you're talking, if I have your book, I will bring it up so that you can see the book and people can grab a copy. Cynthia, thank you for joining. You look beautiful. Lugman, your microphone, I hope it works. I'm going to get you to come up because I know you're doing a lot of stuff with the youth in Pakistan. So I really want to bring that to the table. Anna Lou, it's nice to see you from the Philippines. And that's so we have a lot of different countries here. So I really want you guys to kind of share what you're doing in your countries as well for Christmas and that. So I think a lot of people would like to know and get to know the different traditions and stuff like that. So I'm going to put us live and I'm going to start. So I'm going to slide you guys all over to the side. So you're going to see yourself on the side and I'm going to put the video up where I can show that I have all you incredible people who have joined me in 3 years. So let me get you live and then we're gonna go. Live. Oh. And we're gonna just slide you guys over. And we're going there. And we're gonna just slide you guys.
Now can you hear me?
I can hear you, Lukman. I'm just gonna slide you over. We're just gonna do the video and then we're gonna get into our good old strong tea here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are here with Tea Time, reunion tea time. That is right. And I have some incredible countries here with us today. We have Canada, we have United States, we have Chile, we have Pakistan, we have Philippines, we have the UK, we have it all. We have a bunch of different people that have come back. That's right, my tea guests have come back to get to know one another. So we're gonna start off by getting some strong tea out on the table. And if you'd like to know more about Tea Time, you can check out Miss Liz on my website at www.misslizsteaparties.com, and you can see all the incredible guests there. There is going to be a double Tea Time reunion show this year. So we do have the afternoon one, and then we will have the evening one. So if you missed the afternoon one, you can see the evening one. And you can always watch the replay later because this is being recorded for future purpose for all of these incredible guests that have joined me in the last 3 years. So we're going to start off with introducing some of the guests. So we have Dr. Katie Knoll here. We have Doug Lawrence. We have Ron Zakinski. We have Erika, I'm not getting his name right, but he's from Brave Up. He, if you like to share, Enrique is from Brave Up. And then we have Brock Gorge, and then we have Elizabeth Charity, we have Anna Lou Vidar, we have Cynthia Mobley Howard, we have Lukman Armin Khan, and we have the beautiful Dr. Davia Kuchia, who is also a co-author with me in The Unstoppable Gems. So those are incredible, incredible things that you want to check out. So we're just going to get the table moving, and we're going to start serving some tea. So we're going to start with Dr. Katie Knoll, and she does the waffles, but a waffles in a different style. So I'm going to pin you so you can share all of the goodies that you've done since you've been on Tea Time.
First of all, thank you, Miss Liz. I think this is an incredible idea to get together with everyone, and it's a wonderful opportunity for me to say hi to all the other fellow guests and hopefully to connect. So I'm a Florida mathematician who has helping people dissolve their waffles. What are waffles? Worries, anxiety, fear, frustration, lethargy, exhaustion, and stress. We have found that most of us know that stress is not a great thing for the most part. But how do we deal with it? Well, there are thousands of ways to alleviate your stress or postpone your stress, but I work with a method that completely eliminates the stress. It's called Emotional Freedom Technique, EFT, or tapping. It took me 4 years working full-time in my mid-50s to earn my PhD in math education. It took me 8 years working full-time to become a master trainer in Emotional Freedom Technique. Once I saw what it could do, I was blown away. And I'm here now to help people dissolve their waffles so that they can stop living in emotional debt and gain their own emotional wealth. And Miss Liz, I do have a book. It's called Shower Blessings. It is finding meditation time in a busy life. I'm also available for speaking, and I thank you so much for this opportunity.
Well, it is an honor to have you back, Dr. Katie Knoll, and you helped me a lot also with tapping. So if anybody would like to know about tapping as well, she does that as well. Sometimes our stress, our anxiety gets really high. So tapping does help. And I've reached out to Dr. Knoll, but we haven't had the chance to really get to my tapping degree yet. But we will do that in 2023. So again, thank you, Dr. Katie Knoll, for joining me. Next, I'm going to jump into Ron Zakinski, who is from Walk a Mile. And I'm going to get him to share all the incredible things that he's doing and any fundraising and stuff like that he's doing now. So welcome, Ron.
Hello, thank you. When you destroyed my name, I still love you though. It's Zaleski, and it's the long walk home. But you were close. We stop veterans from killing themselves, and we do it through 10 challenges to service. I've realized in my life that you don't help people with stuff, and you actually don't help anybody. You inspire them by you do it first to show them it can be done, because if you don't do it, you're not giving them permission to do it. It's like my father wanted me to be his hero by telling me what to do that was right and wrong, but he didn't do it. I wanted him to be my hero by showing me. So with our challenges, we take the challenges and then we let somebody else know about them, and then we walk with them on their journey as they go through the challenges. And just a little shift in perception alters your entire life, because you can give people stuff, but that change lasts till the stuff is gone. You can give them money, you can give them a house, you can give them a job, but when that is gone, they're right back to where they were. But if you help them change how they see the world, their life has changed forever. It'll never be the same. And that's true change that lasts. You can't steal that from people. So that's what we do. And we have a resource page on our website. So all of you people out there that have a not-for-profit that does something to help somebody, please go to thelongwalkhome.org, go to our resource page, put on your information so that we have it as a resource. So if somebody comes to me with something that's not my expertise, I can hand them off to you. Or if they want to get involved because they like what you do, then they will get involved with you. I'm not worried about who's got the most people and all of that, because we're all here to help. And you know what? Not everybody likes cats. Not everybody likes dogs, you know. So long as we're maybe just one of the steps they take on their journey, that's what we do. I learned a lot about humility because I never was a humble guy, but trust me, when I walked across the country barefoot, I was humbled to see how powerful people are and what they are capable of. So many of us throw our power away and blame somebody else. And when I blame somebody else, I gave you all my power because it's not my fault. I didn't do it. I have no power to do it. It's your fault because you have all the power. No. I care. It matters to me. I can do something about it. I make a difference. You know, I used to think, so what, who cares? It doesn't matter. I care. It matters to me. And if I do nothing, yeah, I've done something to not help the world be a better place. But if I do something, and no matter how little it is, even if it's just making potholders, you inspire somebody else because you had the courage to do what you feel is right and what is good for you. Doesn't matter if it's good for anybody else. And, you know, when I looked at it this way, I don't have resentments, because in the beginning, I did it, I'm helping you. And if they didn't change or I didn't help them, I was annoyed or I had resentments. No, I do it for me because it makes me feel good. I believe it's the right thing. If you get something out of it, fine. If you don't, that's fine also. You know, we each have our own path. I have no clue what your path is. I'm having enough trouble finding my own path. So, you know, I'm honored that you let me be part of this group, and thank you very much. And please go to our website and go to the resource page and put your information in there so we can help spread what you do. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ron. It is an honor to have you back, and I am so sorry on your name and that. My tongue is really just doing these freaky things lately. I can't get it to work right. So again, thank you for still loving me for getting that mixed up and that. And it is an honor to have you back, Ron. And it is so nice to see your face, because it was a few months back we had our tea time. So I always love seeing my guests again, years later or months later. And sometimes they might have just been on in this month, December, and I still like to see them again because I like seeing the growth. I like seeing where you're going and all that. So next I'm going to bring up Enrique. I think I'm saying his name right. I'm going to bring him up, and he's the spokesperson for Brave Up. So it is also another incredible organization that you want to check out. But again, check out Ron's website and sign up, and let's save some lives and let's really make a difference this year and bring in 2023 really strong. So again, thank you, Ron. And don't leave. We still have more to talk about in a bit.
Thank you, Ms. Liz, for the introduction. It's actually Enrique, but it's a Latino name. That's why, yeah, it's very hard to get it because you don't pronounce it. It doesn't sound as you write it, I guess. Thank you, everyone, for being here. It's an amazing opportunity to be here and tell you a little bit about what we do at Brave Up. We're a software company that helps K-12 schools and counselors, the counseling team specifically, to detect cases of aggression, bullying, and cyberbullying. We do this by shifting the approach, the general approach that we often have where, you monitor students and see what's happening. We give the student the role of the active witness by asking them to respond a few questions that then give us enough data to provide the counseling team with these visual representations of the student relationships, both in the physical world, so inside of the classroom, and of course, when the students, when they go out into their houses, they use social media, they use video games, so in the online world as well. So we detect bullying and cyberbullying. Bullying is a very big problem because it affects 50% of the world's population, according to UNICEF. And we've, tried to expand our reach. We started out in Chile a few years ago. Hence, my name. We're a team of Latinos that decided to come to the United States and solve a problem that's very much global. Started out the year with 0 schools in the United States and very confused about what we should do. And now, we're closing the year with 30 schools that are piloting our software and finding cases of bullying and cyberbullying actively, which is great. I think 2022 was a good year. All in all, I know it's been difficult, and we're not aliens to the economic situation. Of course, as a company, the economic situation that's been happening, of course, has impacted us. But I think the other day we were sitting with the team and we started looking back at all the impact that we have managed to make, and we're very proud of that. So that's kind of what we do. Yesterday I got asked about why the name Brave Up, and basically it's because of this, because we want to change the approach and give the students this tool that makes them the active witness and makes them responsible to make their community better and to improve their whole environment inside of the school, inside of the classroom and online. And that's what we do every day. That's what motivates us to work every day. Again, Ms. Liz, thank you for having me here. I came on behalf of the whole Brave Up team. We were all very excited to come. Alvaro, our CEO, wanted to come very much, but end of the year, we're sort of like rushing because next week everyone's going on vacation, so we're rushing with a couple of schools that we're working with. So I came here as a spokesperson of the company. So thank you for having us, and happy to continue talking.
So where can they find you if they want to know more information?
Oh yeah, so our website is braveup.com. We're actively taking in pilots for spring 2023. We already signed a few this week. So if you're an educator, if you think someone in in the counseling team, or is you're close to any school, we work with all the way from small private schools all the way to big public districts of thousands of students. So if you want to give it a try, it's completely free of charge. We actually have an 8-week pilot for the school to use the software in 2 different classrooms. And please help us get our impact out there, and that'd be great. There's a quick sign up form. You just fill it out online, and then someone from the team reaches out and they get you settled, trained, and you can do the pilot all in real time. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes for the students to respond to the survey. And then in 5 to 10 minutes, you get the data all in real time. So you don't have to wait for anything. You don't have to, have a big onboarding or download any software. And, we're very much compliant with SOPIPA and FERPA regulations. So we're operational in the whole United States and in the state of California, which has the highest level of security for students, which is great. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And thank you for what you're doing, because we do need awareness on bullying. It's a really rough world out there. See, like I said, my tongue is, but I'm really honored to have you come to the table on that, and to support and be that spokesperson for Brave Up. Again, check out another incredible organization that has come to the table at Miss Liz's is Brave Up. We have A Long Walk Home. We have Dr. Katie Null. So just check out these incredible people and check out the work that they're doing, because it's the everyday person that makes a difference. It's the everyday person that makes an impact. It's people who live it, people who understand it, and people who want to make that difference. So this is what my guests are. My guests are real change makers. So I'm going to jump into Lugman from the Pakistan, so he can give us an incredible update what he's doing with all of the youths over there in his country.
Hello, can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Yeah, first of all, thank you for being here in a part of Reunion 23rd. it's upcoming now. Because of that, only 10 days to go a new year. So, by the way, thank you, Miss Liz, because Miss Liz is one of the my inspirational, my mentor and my teacher as well. it it's happy to be there. Yeah, I'm glad to say that she's my mentor. So, my name is Lukman Ahmed Khan. I'm an advocate and social activist. I'm working as a peace ambassador of Pakistan and working as a civil society's representative in Pakistan. I'm working leading my own organization, which name is Peace Institute Peace Foundation, which provides a free of cost education to the poor children as well as the children who are facing the child abuse in Pakistan and child harassment in Pakistan. So I'm working to represent myself for minorities' rights, for human rights, gender-based abuse. So I'm working in the civil societies in Pakistan regarding human rights and minorities affairs as well as sustainable development goals. In further, this year I'm working more special thing on that, which is sentiment service in Pakistan that everyone can book and send their presents, gifts, cakes, and buffet, flowers, bunch of flowers to everyone for their love for their families as well. So in return, uh, everyone can book their cake, and the money would be served not for me, would be served for the poor children, for the humanity. So I thought that as we are the change makers, as we are sitting to make a difference with Miss Liz in the world, so I thought that we are from different countries, from different cultures, from different communities, but our mission is only the same to build a peace in the world under the tree of humanity. So our only 10 days are going to come the new year. So we have to think at this moment. We have to think with our new missions to make a difference. As Miss Liz says, that tea time to make a difference in the world. So we should do something to make a difference, to make a change, as we are the change makers, as we are the peace ambassadors in the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lukman. And I got to meet Lukman when we were on a peace project, the Global Peace Challenge Project 2020 with Tom Connors, who was also a Tea Time guest. So it just shows you how we can connect with the world when we actually make a difference by getting to understand people and the different cultures and traditions. You know, don't be so quick to judge. Get to know one another. So now I'm going to bring up the incredible Doug Lawrence, who was my radio Tea Time. He was on Tea Time twice. So if you didn't get to see his Tea Time, it was because he was on the radio with Miss Liz.
Thank you so much for that introduction. It's either that or I'm a podcast junkie and I need to be on all these different channels. But thank you so much for this great opportunity to once again be back on your show again. So a little bit about me. So I'm Doug Lawrence and I have my own company, Talent C, which is focused on all things mentoring. And that includes mentoring and mental health. So I'm working quite heavily now in the mental health space where I'm demonstrating the value in having a mentor who can be kind of walk with you as you go through your healing journey when it comes to the mental health aspect. I also do some work with mentoring, obviously one-on-one or in group sessions and that. I work with young entrepreneurs in the Caribbean as part of the Sir Richard Branson program that he has for helping young entrepreneurs get a business started and get moving forward. And Ron probably can relate to this one, but I also work with American Corporate Partners, helping service people transition from service life to civilian life and dealing with some of the mental health issues that they may very well be struggling with, and not so much diagnosing and prescribing, but just listening and hearing and being able to walk beside them to help them as they go through that. I've just recently, within probably the last week or so, was truly blessed and truly honored by Perceptive X magazine, who recognized me as one of the 10 most exceptional business leaders to watch in 2022. So I was quite touched and quite honored by that. And then finally, I guess to sort of sum all this up is my book. And I don't have a copy, so Miss Liz, I'm not sure if you've got one handy or not, but in any event, no, that's okay. Not you'll be able to find it on Amazon.com and Amazon.ca, but the title of the book is You Are Not Alone. And the book has a lot of my own personal stories and stuff in it, but what it basically is about is demonstrating the ability of mentoring to be part of the support structure for mental health. And the book was an Amazon #1 bestseller, or is a #1 bestseller. And it also was we were the recipient of the bronze medal with the Global Book Awards for the book as well. So that's a little bit about me, and I'll add my contact information and stuff into the chat function before we sign off here.
Well, thank you so much, Doug. And Doug was on the radio twice. So if you didn't hear Doug's tea time, it was because he was live on the radio, and we actually had a good time. We had some strong tea, some strong music, and some strong difference, bringing awareness to mental health and that, and mentoring and coaching and that. So again, Doug, you're welcome to come back anytime if you'd like to do the live video show instead of the radio. We can do that in 2023. The door is open for you. The door is open for all of my guests to return anytime they'd like to. So now I'm going to jump over to my beautiful, incredible sister, my big supporter, Cynthia Mobley Howard. Wow. So we're going to keep going with the mental health.
Hello, everybody, and it's so great to be on with so many different people from so many different places. I just think it's fantastic. And hi, Elizabeth, so good to see you in person. Well, not in person, but live. She's one of my greatest supporters over on LinkedIn. And I just want to shout out to you and thank you so much for all of your support. It means the world to me. Thank you so much, Liz, for this great reunion. I'm so thankful for our relationship. We connected. Obviously, you and I know when we were both speakers for the Leadership Experience Tour, which is the #1 platform in the US for aspiring speakers. So that is how Liz and I connected, and we have been connected at the hip ever since. But imagine being raised in a household where you have 3 siblings, and every one of your siblings are affected by severe mental health issues. Not one of them, not 2 of them, but all 3 of my brothers were affected by severely they were severely mentally ill. My oldest brother was bipolar. He committed suicide at around 31 or 32. My middle brother is schizophrenic, and he's been missing for around 22 years. Haven't seen or heard from him. And my youngest brother, who's schizophrenic, has been institutionalized in a facility for the criminally insane for the past, 35 years. So as a result, I am the founder and CEO of How Well Are You? I am a minister, I'm a speaker, I'm a best-selling author, I'm a transformational coach, and last but not least, I am a mental health advocate. I'm lending my voice to bring awareness to and eradicate the stigma surrounding mental health issues. Unfortunately for my brothers, they were not able to live productive, ordinary and fulfilling lives because when they were showing signs of a mental illness, my family did not recognize it at first. And by the time we did recognize it, it was too little, too late. Thus, how our story has ended. So I'm an advocate also of promoting optimal well-being through carefully managing the spirit, the soul, and the body, because I believe they are all connected. I believe you cannot have a good one without another one. I believe your mental health is important as it relates to your physical health. Your physical health is important as it relates to your mental health and your spiritual. I am spiritual, so that's my story and I'm sticking to it. So as of right now, I am doing some collaboration with some people because I'm trying to figure out how I want to bring everything together, because the past 4 years in January, I adopted a plant food lifestyle since 2019. And today is day 200 that I am actually raw. I have been eating raw 200 days today. So I said all that to say, I'm out here in these streets, as we say in my culture, trying to figure this thing out. I'm trying to figure out how I want to cause a collision between my mental health advocacy and my plant food lifestyle, because I feel that there is a huge connection between the two. I don't have anything else to say about that, because I just don't know. I'm out here, Doug, trying to figure it out. I see you, Katie. I'm out here trying to figure it out. So like I said, I am collabing with some people to figure out how to make it all happen. So I am the author. My book is actually available for pre-orders now. The title of my book is Crazy Didn't Get Me, Preparation for My Destiny. Why crazy didn't get me? Because I survived living in a household where all of my siblings were affected by severe mental health issues, and I made it out. I lived to tell the story. My mantra is, I'm not keeping quiet anymore. Why am I not keeping quiet anymore? Because my family paid the supreme price for keeping quiet. So I won't keep quiet anymore. Again, my book, Crazy Didn't Get Me, Preparation for My Destiny, is scheduled for release actually on MLK Day, January the 16th, 2023, but it is available for pre-orders now. It's an ebook and paperback. I am Cynthia Mobley Howell. You can find me at cynthiamobleyhowell.com, and my website will connect you to all of my social media websites. I'm on Facebook, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Twitter, and I am on Instagram. Again, thank you so much, Liz, for bringing the tea. My tea is, I'm tenacious, I'm educating, and I'm audacious. Thank you so much for allowing me this space. God bless.
And I love your tea. Always a strong tea with this woman. I am telling you, she is incredible. And again, it is God's blessing that brought us together, because I am from Canada and Cynthia's from the United States, and we got to meet each other through a stage. So you just never know how you're going to meet someone or how you're going to connect with somebody in the world. Just keep that open, keep that mind open. This is what I want to do with everyone that is listening to Teatime, that is supporting Teatime. We are not serving a beverage. When Cynthia says her tea, she's serving her tea, her personal tea. And each tea comes with teaching educational awareness. This is what we do. We don't serve a beverage. We serve personal stories, personal growth, personal changes of the world by bringing communities and countries together and people together that just want to see a difference. And that's what tea time is. It is really a different kind of tea. So if you're thinking that tea time is just a cup of tea, yes, I do drink tea. My tea is right here. And as you can see, it says, what is your tea? I want people to start serving their teas. I want the communities, the world, everyone out there to start serving tea. Tea, strong tea, your tea, and what you want to see in the difference in your life. Because we all have a different story. We all have a different purpose and a different why. And by connecting and joining different people, we do make a difference. And that's what Tea Time is all about. So I'm going to jump back into more incredible guests. We're going to get Elizabeth Charity in here. She is from the youth. I'm trying to remember everybody because I've had so many, but I'll get her to share, but she does incredible work as well. So I really want you to check out these guests and that and reach out. And if you want to watch a tea time, you can watch them at your own time. You can watch it a little bit at a time. You can watch a full tea time. You can watch 2, 3 tea times. The tea times are on my YouTube channel, Miss Liz's Tea Times, and they're there for a difference. It's not about Miss Liz. It's about tea. It's about people making a difference. So I want to bring in Elizabeth Charity so she can share all the incredible stuff with the youths and radio and all of that good stuff. So let me bring her in. And thank you so much, Cynthia, for serving another strong cup of tea. So let me bring in Elizabeth Charity.
Hello, everybody. This is Liz Charity, right here on your radio and TV. Now, look at that. It's so good to see everybody. And Liz, oh my gosh, so much has happened since we last talked, girl. Oh my gosh. It's like tuning it up, turning it up, and moving it out. Well, I am the CEO and founder of Youth Corporation, Inc. It's a stockholder company with 1 million shares of stock, and I want to sell 490,000 shares of stock at $20 per price per share to invest in real estate development to build the Child Buzz facilities, which are community health united, building better societies. So this sort of like taking everything that everybody's doing here. Hey, we're just putting it all under one umbrella. How about that? And yes, since we talked, YCI has a patent and a trademark from the United States Patent Office. And you can help make this all happen by investing. We have 3 pieces of property that is located in Hanover, Virginia, Richmond, Virginia, and Prince William to be able to build what we call the Child Buzz facilities. I'm also the founder of Youth Outreach Services, a 501c organization, which implement what we call the workforce development. And it provides job training, vocational training, and building careers to target the teenagers and young adult population, giving very special attention to the offenders and college students and business owners who are mentors to those offenders. But they will not be offenders anymore because they will become entrepreneurs and business owners once they go through the curriculum. Their ages are from 18 years old to 25. I'm also the author of 3 books, The Power to Attain Wealth, With Christ, The Sun Rose in My Life, and God's Call Girl. I wrote these books after an amazing deliverance from my spiritual relationship with God. God actually healed me for full-blown AIDS, and that was 20-some years ago. So I became his call girl to be able to reach out to other people and show his love and what he can do. I'm also working with the governor and the lieutenant governor of Virginia, and our goal is to start this the Chuzbuzz facility is implementing this facility here in Virginia with the governor and lieutenant governor involvement, and then spreading it international. And we want to get one in every state. Yes, I'm very ambitious. You know, I became a long ways. On a little bit of nothing. It's just my faith. And I'm like a bulldog. Oh, don't tell me I can't do it. Watch me, okay? So that's how I got here today. What we want to do is we want to be able to document this whole thing on TV and the radio. And we have been working with NBC 12, and we had like a trial run last year for like 3 months, and we reached 500 households in 122 countries. And you can be able to check it out on our website at www.yciyos.org and www.youthcorporationinc.org. No, youthcorporation.org. And we're also on the YouTube, and under there you'll see RET, Reality Education Television, and /Liz Charity. You can be able to go on there, put that in there, put that in Google, and it will pull it up. All of the people that I have interviewed and who has been a part of this journey, because it's not only been a journey for me, it's been a journey for all the people that I've been working with, because it's like each one of us are going through something, and we're like helping each other up. They say, putting them up and pushing them out. How about that? For the television, what we do is we want to be able to zoom this curriculum into the jails. So you see how we up there we're going into those jails and create what you call entrepreneurs. We transforming them. And we want to be able to include this is the curriculum. It's construction, barbering, cosmetology, finances, teaching about stocks and investments, sewing, where they can create their own little fashion show, computer technology, and of course the radio and the television broadcasting to advertise all of the businesses that want to help implement this. They help implement the curriculum. So also we want to sell the real estate to build facilities. So you will be investing in social media, radio, television, and the trades. That is teaching the trades. And by the way, y'all, I need a secretary treasurer for the selling of those and to keep the books of the shares of stock and to especially individuals, investors. You want to know more about me? Hey, I can send. You can go on my website and you will see everything there. I have documents and everything there. And you can also, I will send you my prospects, my portfolio, and you can contact me or either give me your email address and telephone number, or you can call me at 571-314-7503. Hey, let's get it together and build better societies. As we drink our cup of tea here, right here on Elizabeth, as we change the world all around us. Thank you so much. Again, Liz, thank you so much. I have accomplished so much since I last talked to you. And I just want to thank you. You have gave me that push, push, making things happen.
But thank you so much, Elizabeth. It is an honor. And I've been watching you grow on LinkedIn. And I really want to encourage everyone, when we start connecting and we start supporting, just giving that extra share, the 2 seconds of just sharing a post, a book, a story, we make that difference. It doesn't take much. It's just a little push, like Elizabeth said. And that's what I do is I push. I spill the tea. I make a mess, but I make a good mess. And I really share incredible things that need to be shared. So now I'm going to bring in the incredible Braga Gorge, who has an incredible list of children's books. That's right. We have to bring in children. So let's get her in here so she can share. And I actually have one of her books coming that I can't wait to get. So it's for my little granddaughter. So I'm going to bring you in so you can share all the incredible stuff since your tea time.
Okay, there we go. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm actually broadcasting all the way from Israel. So you have another country in here right now. Yeah. I don't know. I'm really grateful to be here in the company of so many wonderful people. Your missions are beautiful. Every single person that I've heard so far. So thank you so much. I write books for young children, picture books. And I'll hold up my two newest books, you know. Basically, I feel what you do. And if we can teach young children the skills of how to live a joyful life, they won't have to play catch up like all of us. You know, they will be blessed with this early on. That's what I love to do, teaching children the skills of gratitude, how to live in a spiritual way, how to be thankful for what they have in life so they can recognize the abundance of blessings in this world and not live with a sense of scarcity, not live with a sense of entitlement, to live with a sense of giving, that we're here to give, enjoy this wonderful life, the garden that we were put into, and experience it with gratitude. So, I mean, this is let's stay healthy, teaching many of the things that you've spoken about exactly to very young children who can understand it. They love to know why. And that's what I love to explain. And don't read this book. This is written by that inner adversary, the voice inside of us, the self-destructive impulse, and how to learn from it, learn its tricks, and use them to do good in the world. If we become conscious of those little voices, we can harness the power and in a joyful way, use the tricks. Like it'll say, oh, just have one little piece of cake, no big deal. And you say, oh, you know, I'll just do one little stretch here in the morning. I don't really want to get up. I'll just stretch a little bit. We use the same techniques, and that's how we can accomplish in this world. I just love teaching these basic skills, and that's it. Okay, thank you so much.
That was a quick update. And oh my goodness, Israel. So we have Israel here too. So you just never know where people are, right? And it is close to Christmas. So there are people traveling. So they might not even be in their home country. So thank you again for joining.
Oh, and I just want to mention that I'm celebrating Hanukkah right now. That's right. It's during the 8 days of Hanukkah. So we're celebrating. We're all celebrating. Yes.
That is so awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know that different time zones, sometimes it makes it hard for us all to connect and join. But when we really want to make a difference, we make that effort and we make that sacrifice, right? And I really want to thank each and every one of my guests for tuning in and taking that time to sit and have tea. So I got a couple more guests, and then we're going to find out some more strong tea. Cynthia has shared her tea already, but we're going to get some of the other guests' tea because you guys all know I'm going to ask you, what is your tea? So get those teas ready because we're going to be sharing those teas in a little bit. But we have a couple more guests that are going to be sharing what they do. So we're going to bring in Analu Badar from the Philippines, and she's going to share all of her goodies.
Well, first of all, I'm so thankful to be part of this very impactful people. And yeah, as you know, I'm from the Philippines. And then it's such a great honor to be able to be part of Miss Liz Tea Party Reunion. And yeah, I'm a social media manager by profession, but I love connecting to people. I love being part of an organization. And I get a little sneaky earlier. I checked on Brave Up website, and then I found out that the Instagram is not working. So it should be like updated. So somehow you got an idea of what I do. So it's not a promotion, guys, but you can have it like that. So yeah, I help business owners free up their time by doing the back end work, doing social media and a lot of admin tasks. That's what I do as a career. And I'm also part of a nonprofit organization right now. It's called the Room Redux. And I've been part of that because I was also connected with Miss Liz through the Global Peace Challenge 2020. And with Room Redux, our main goal is to transform a room for a child who was sexually abused or physically abused, mentally abused. And right now, we have transformed 193 rooms all around the world. So we're still like trying to process papers here in the Philippines, but that is our goal, to be able to start transforming people's lives here in the Philippines as well. And if you wanted to check out more of me, you can just search my name, Ana Lu Velarde. That's it. That's very quick. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know you were with Susie. Congratulations. Susie
Yes,
is
I am.
also a Tea Time guest for Room Redux. Check out Room Redux. They are doing some incredible stuff. And Susie just won the Miss Laurel so incredible things have been happening to these guests. And I really want you to check them out because they are making a difference. Thank you so much, Ana Lu. And it is so nice to see your beautiful face. I haven't seen you I think it's almost a year. So it's nice to see you again. And that's what I mean. The Global Peace Challenge also made a bunch of difference in a lot of our lives. We stayed connected after the project closed. And that's what it is, right? Even when a project closes, stay connected. You know, it's like when you finish school, you stay connected to some of the teachers who have impacted your lives and all of that good stuff. So I'm going to bring up, I think I have one more, but I think there's another lady that wants to join. She's sending me messages back and forth. There are 174 tea times. So I am working with a lot of different people. So, but I'm going to bring in Dr. Davia Kucher, who is a co-author with me in an incredible book called The Unstoppable Gem. So you want to check that out. It is on Amazon still. And our stories are in there. So I want to bring her up because she has a way of making you see things in a different way. She's just got that magic touch. So I'm going to bring my beautiful sister, my unstoppable gem, up to the table so she can give you some words of advice. And then we're going to share some strong tea.
Awesome. Can you hear me okay?
I can.
Oh, hi, I'm Dr. Davia Kucher. I'm so glad to be here at this Tea Time reunion. And wow, like I'm kind of coming in at a different stage and place. Like what happens when you've done so many different projects, you've won so many awards, you publish books, you help launch courses, and life smacks you in the face. And you have to stop. And you have to take care of yourself. Like you literally have to take your own advice. And so I'm thankful in that because this is the end of the year. And for those of us that have put ourselves through the ringer and helping grow ourselves and serve other people, it is so important that you take a moment out for yourself. Because you're the only you that takes you around 100% of the time. So I wanted to show you something, Liz, because you're so used to seeing me attached. I have no more IV. And so I've had, 6 months. 6 months. I've operated several businesses, assisted with nonprofits, advocated until the wheels fall off. I'll connect and raise 2 children, one with special needs, all while attached to an IV 24 hours a day. And there became a point in the last year where my life was seriously at risk. And I had to make a decision, keep doing what I was doing or be comfortable with allowing myself to leave my kids alone and without their mom. And I had to make a courageous choice. Sacrifice the career, sacrifice the way that I was serving other people and learn how to serve myself so I can be here to help make a difference later on. Just want to leave you with that. You have to take care of yourself. Before you can serve others, You really do have to take care of yourself, and you're always worth it if you bet on yourself. That's it, Liz. I keep it simple.
That's my girl. She keeps it simple, but she keeps it strong. And that's what we do is sometimes we have to slow down. And even Miss Liz sometimes needs to slow down, you know, because my pot gets a little too full sometimes and I get overwhelmed as well. And that's why I have you all here, you incredible guests, to remind me, Miss Liz, slow down. You're doing awesome. You're doing good. You know, we got your back. And this is why I want to stay connected to my guests, and I want to stay connected to the teas that are being served on my platform, because it gives me that strength when I'm weak, because we all have that weak moment, and there's nothing wrong with being weak. We all need to fall. We all need to break in order to serve, for the light to come in. So I do have another guest who's joined me, the incredible Dawn Doy, who has incredible children's books again. I want you to really check out these books, because these books make a difference. They actually help the deaf children in Cameroon. So I'm going to get her to share a little bit on that and all the goodies that she has, and maybe some goodies that she's been baking, because she's been baking a lot this morning.
Hello, I'm sorry I'm late joining, but I've actually been cleaning the house because I'm supposed to be flying to Vancouver tomorrow, and actually not sure if that's going to happen because the airport's had chaos right now with record snowfall. So keep your fingers crossed that I can get down to see my kids tomorrow. It's very cold up here in Yellowknife, but yeah, apparently they're getting record snowfall down there now. So you wanted me to talk a little bit about the orphanage then, Liz?
Yep, the orphanage, your books, all that good stuff, or maybe some of your goodies that you've been baking, because you're teasing me with all those Christmas goodies.
Well, I think I was only going to make about 10 things because I'm here alone in the house, and I ended up making 24, I think. So I've been sharing them with everybody at work and gave some away as gifts, and somebody even bought some. So that was that was interesting. So Nanaimo bars, of course, traditional Canadian sweet, Scottish shortbread, whipped shortbread, fudge. What else? Scandinavian almond bars, fruit and almond bars, gingerbread trees with lemon icing. What else do I have in there? So many things. Chocolate crinkles, Kahlua balls, rum balls. Is that a good assortment?
That is, it's really good.
So I just recently returned to Canada. I was living in Cameroon, Africa for the past 4 years. And while I was in Africa, I managed to get a number of new books published. I'm a children's book author. I have illustrated some of the books as well, but I'm also an audiologist and a teacher of English as an additional language. So I was overseas teaching for the past 8 years in Mongolia and then in Cameroon. And while I was in Cameroon, I had the opportunity with our grade 3 classes to go and visit a deaf orphanage. It's quite a distance from Yaoundé, where I was living, but the living conditions were horrific to me. The children are living in an old poultry factory, which is literally falling down around them. The roofs leak. They don't have proper bathroom facilities. The children have to share beds because there aren't enough beds. Some of the children still wet the beds, so Sister Simone and the other assistants are having to wash mattresses every day. We did manage to donate some vinyl mattress covers to hopefully reduce some of that load, but they don't have proper kitchen. The schools are pretty old and archaic, the classrooms. So this poultry factory has basically been loaned to them by a local church. They don't know when the church is going to actually say we need it back, and they'll basically be homeless then. They do have land. The government has given them some land, but of course they don't have the money to build a new facility. So Sister Simone approached an architect, and she's actually got a brand new facility designed. And her dream is to have new dormitories for these children, proper classrooms, a dining hall, an athletics center, a medical clinic, and a training facility where they can hopefully train to either to be a seamstress, a tailor, do carpentry, do something so that they can live relatively independently when they leave the orphanage at 18. Cameroon is not an easy place to live when you have your hearing. So you can imagine what it's like for somebody who's deaf and an orphan. So because I have a number of books published, I decided that that might be a way to help these kids. So since last June, so a year ago, actually, June 2021, I have been donating 100% of the proceeds that I get from my books to the fundraiser for this orphanage. I'm still pretty much an unknown entity when it comes to the publishing world. So I have managed to raise about $2,000, which is just skimming the surface. We have a long way to go. I've also started a fundraiser, so I have a Go Get Funding where people can donate if that's what they prefer to do. But I'm basically not asking people for donations. I've been advertising my books as the gifts that give. So you buy a book, you can give it to somebody as a gift, and 100% of the proceeds go towards the fundraiser. So basically, you're able to give a gift to somebody and help these children at the same time. I fortunately did connect with a businessman in Vancouver, and hopefully I will get to meet him when I'm down there. His name is Simon, which I think is really ironic because Simone is the sister who looks after the children. And now we have Simon, the businessman, who would like to help them. And he's doing Art for Humanity. It's been on Twitter. He's advertised it quite a bit on Twitter. And basically what he's doing is he's visiting 4 schools in Africa. And after meeting me on Clubhouse, he decided that Casita in Cameroon would be one of them. So he will be taking art kits. I'm sorry, I can't remember how many, but he's taking art kits for, I think, at least 20 children. And then the idea is that they will create a masterpiece. There will be a written biography about the child, and then the child will have an opportunity to explain why they drew or painted what they did. And then he's going to auction these off. So people who have a lot of money that they don't really know what to do with it. They love artwork. They love something unique. Hopefully they will, they'll purchase this artwork, and then the money will go directly into the fundraiser. But also, from what I understand, each of the children will then have an account with money that will accrue over their lifetime. And so they'll actually have some money out of this when all is said and done, which I think is amazing. So he's supposed to be going to Cameroon in January to deliver the art kits and meet Sister Simone and the children. So I'm looking forward to what comes out of that. He wanted me to go with him, but unfortunately I can't make that trip at this time. And actually, I would like to make the trip when the orphanage is actually being built. That would be a dream come true. So I guess I'm just asking people to spread the word and help how they can so that we can get these children out of this horrible living situation and give them a little more hope that life for them can be better. And so that's the project. And I hope people can help in some way. And if not, just spread the word.
Well, thank you so much, Dawn. And I really hope that you can get your flight out to see your family for Christmas. We're going to keep our fingers crossed. Everyone over here will be praying for you that you make it safe and sound and that you get to enjoy that time with your family. So now I want to bring everybody to the platform, and I want to get some strong teas going. I'm going to get Cynthia to share her tea again, because of course it is incredible. So we're going to get that going, and we're going to get everyone's pretty face on here. So I'm going to start with Cynthia and get you to share the tea that you shared earlier for any of the viewers or listeners that are just tuning in now. What is your tea?
Absolutely. And thank you so much for bringing me up again. My tea again is I am tenacious. I think I heard somebody say it earlier, or they may not have said the exact words, but I'm like a bulldog. When I sink my teeth into it, I'm not taking them out until I get what I came for. That is my tenacity. I am an educator. I believe in educating. Someone mentioned about the plant food lifestyle, that they have a lot to learn about that. and I'm here to teach you not just about the plant-based lifestyle, but I'm here to educate on everything that I've learned over 6 decades of living. I haven't been here over 6 decades, just kind of, skipping through the tulips. I've been through the school of hard knocks. I am summa cum laude, and that is not through anybody's institution, but the institution of life. I am audacious. I have audacity. I am audacious. I have audacity. I'll say it again. I am audacious. I have audacity. I stick my chest out. I put my shoulders back and I move forward. I'm the type of person that I will stand up to anything and anybody. I'm made in the likeness and the image of God. He's powerful. He's strong. He is audacious. He has audacity. I am his child. Therefore, I am audacious and I have audacity. My name is Cynthia Mobley Howell, and that is my T.
Well, thank you so much, Cynthia. And this is what I mean, T. You never look at tea the same again when you come to my platform. I swear to God, you're going to grab a cup of tea and you're going to be like, what's this tea going to give me? So I'm going to go to Ron next. Ron, what is your tea? If I give you the T, the TEA, what you got for me?
My tea is a call to arms. I used to be that person that, oh, I should do something to help somebody. Oh, well, I don't have to because somebody else is doing it. No, I have to do it. You have to do it. If you sit on your hands and do nothing, you're on your deathbed saying, I should have done something. And what did you do with your life? You did not. I used to be dead. I was one of the walking dead because I did nothing and I wasted my freedom. When I had power, then I had freedom to do anything. And I can do anything I put my mind to. Anybody out there listening, you can do anything you want. It's up to you. What do you want to do? Then do it. And do it because you want to do it, not because you think you should or somebody said you should. Do it because that's who you are. Because when you come from a place of being, then you're being and you're living, and then that's joy. It's the only thing to me that's real in life is love. Everything else is make-believe. All the fear is something we made up. Love is real and it never ends. I can talk to you now and get a relationship with you and talk to you 10 years from now, and it'll be like nothing ever happened because we made a connection, and that's what's real, not this stuff we make up. And to be real is to be transparent, because if you're fearless, what do you have to worry about? You say you believe in God. A lot of people tell me they believe in God. No, they believe there is a God. I believe there was a God, but when I believe in God, I truly do what he says, and I'm fearless because what do I have to worry about? So when you live in fear, you don't believe in God, and I know I slip, I'm not walking on water yet, so don't take everything I say to the gospel, I fall. But when I am fearless, I am with him because our will is combined. His will is my will is his. And that's, take your power, own your power, and be fearless in it. Otherwise, you're dead. And what are you here for? You're wasting space. My used to said, if you're not standing on the edge, you're taking up too much space. I say, if you don't jump, you're taking up too much space. So thank you for letting me be on my soapbox. I wrote a book. It took me 14 years to write a book about my experiences and my walk. It's on our website. You can find it on Amazon. And it's simple. It's The Long Walk Home by Ron Zaleski. And that book helps people understand the difference between veterans and civilians. And also I wrote it so that my 2 sons would know who their father is, because they think they know who I am, but they only knew me their whole life. They didn't know me before I met them. So they both got the book. and one of them's even reading it. Hallelujah. So, but thank you again for having me.
Well, thank you so much, Ron. And you see the T, it doesn't have to be the TEA. It has to be the message, the purpose, the why. Why are we serving what we're doing? Why are we opening these doors to other people? It's because we've lived it. We've experienced it. We want a change, so we create change. And that's why these guests are here, because they wanted to see a change. So now I'm going to go to Dawn. Dawn, what is your T?
That's me.
That's you.
I would say the T for me, the capital T, would be the togetherness. So working together to make a difference. The E would be education. As an educator, I do believe in the power of education, and just again thinking about these children and how much of a difference we can make for them by making their facility for education even better would be really powerful. And then the A, what would my A be? Access. So giving them access to a better life. We all need access to things that make us happy, make us content, give us a sense of fulfillment, give us a sense of comfort, security. And again, a lot of what I do right now, I'm thinking of these kids all the time, no matter what I'm doing. And I'm back in Canada working as an audiologist again. So I am working with hearing impaired and deaf children directly in Canada again. And so again, I think of these, they're always in the back of my mind. And Sister Simone, she messages me quite often telling me that they're all praying that this is going to happen, that we're going to be successful. So in the end, it's the access for not just them, but everyone to have a fulfilling life where you do feel content and secure and comfortable, and not necessarily that you've made a difference for anybody else, but that you're here and you're happy, and so I think A would be, for the A, it would be access.
Thank you so much, Dawn. And again, when we serve our teas, we have to serve what's in our hearts. Like Ron said, be transparent. If we're not transparent, who are we really fooling? Who are we really changing? Who are we really creating? We're putting this mask on. We're fooling the world and we're fooling ourselves. So we really have to be transparent. We really have to be raw and real. And that's what tea time is. It's raw and real. It's a strong tea. It's not play around tea. We don't gossip here. We actually make a difference. We actually create a difference, and we make an impact in changing lives. So I'm going to go to Erika. I'm going to get his name right before the end of the afternoon. But I want to know what your tea is, and what does Brave Up? What's the message that Brave Up wants to bring with the tea?
Yeah, that's so when you guys were talking about your teas, I was thinking about mine. And I think what my personal tea is that I have had the opportunity to be privileged and be able to have all this knowledge inside of me. And I feel like with this privilege, there also comes a certain responsibility to do good for others who are maybe not in the same position as I am. So thank God, when I was growing up, I was not personally victimized or a victim of bullying, but I know a lot of my close friends were. And back then, I remember in high school, I used to try to stand up for them, because I sort of like grew up physically a bit earlier, like during, the growing years during puberty. I grew up a bit more. So I used to be able to stand up for some of my, shorter friends. But right now, what I do and what we do is very important, because, we're standing up for those who often don't have a voice inside of schools, for those who have not had the privilege to grow up as fast as I did, or right now to have the amount of information that I have, and the amount of knowledge that I have to be able to create this software and be able to take it out there and make a difference. So I think that's my personal tea, I would say, and my personal advice tea, and the motto that we follow at Brave is that we're all very privileged in the fact we have a lot of things that we do fairly well, and we want to share that with the world and, create good. I think that the most important part, and where I feel most accomplished, and where people in the organization in general feel more accomplished, is when we hear from a school that they managed to catch a case of bullying or cyberbullying early on, and they managed to actually create an intervention based on the tools that we provided them. So that's what drives me. That's why I wake up every day. I when I was deciding a career, I thought about many things, but at the end of the day, I've always tried to do good for those who have not had the chances that I have had, if that makes sense. And that's my tea. That's my tea. I hope that answers the question.
And there is no wrong answer on tea time. We all have different ways of serving, different ways of bringing our messages to the table. So I don't want anyone to feel like they need to have that TEA, because in 2023, that's what Ms. Liz wants to really work on, is I want to bring the tea. And the tea that I'm going to be bringing in 2023, let me grab this bag again. This incredible bag by one of my incredible supporters, Ruby Girl, had created this bag for me, and it's called Teaching Educational Awareness. This is what we're going to be serving. We're going to be serving the teaching educational awareness. So don't feel that you have to serve a TEA to Miss Liz. I want you to serve your story, and serve your purpose, because this is what we're going to do. We're going to make a difference, and we're going to bring more incredible guests to the table. Miss Liz is completely booked for 2023. So that tells you something, that this is working. There's 156 shows coming next year. That's right. I'm tripling Tea Time. So it's working. The message is working. We need to really start serving ourselves, being transparent. Miss Liz is just an everyday woman who wants to make a difference. That's all I am. I don't have any special magic wand or pocket on my side. I just have a dream since I was a little girl that I want to see a difference. And this is my difference. I'm serving what I want to see different, is I want to see people connecting. I want to see humanity. I want to see countries joining together, because it's not just Canada and the US or the UK or Philippines that is suffering with these conditions. And those are the pandemics. These are the pandemics: bullying, mental health, abuse, grief. Those are the pandemics. COVID is not a pandemic. COVID actually brought people together. If we start looking at COVID the right way, COVID actually joined people from all different countries. We would not be doing these virtual events had it not been for COVID. So let's say thank you. I know COVID took some of our close family and members and friends, but also other illnesses did too. So let's not take that away. People died of cancer, people died of war. Let's not take that away. Why are we putting so much focus on COVID? Let's put focus on humanity. Let's bring a difference, and let's make a difference. So now I'm going to get Lugman, since I'm his incredible mentor, which I'm honored, Lugman. It is really, truly, I am just an everyday person who just wants to see you grow, because you are an incredible young man. So let's get your tea, Lugman.
Okay, so as I speak my tea, I think tea means, if I go through the symbol of tea, so I think we should trust someone who is special, who is important for us. So if we trust, so we should encourage him. We should should not demoralize him, demoralize his effort. We should encourage and motivate him or her effort to do something more. And I think the symbol of A, everyone has the authority, the access to run their life. We are the humans, not robot. We have everyone have their own life to run, to chase, and everyone can do something more passionately, more effectively, more actively. So we should be transparent, as you said, ma'am. We should be fair with our life, with everyone else. This is our take.
Well, thank you so much, Lugman. And it is such a, I love this young man, because this young man has really grown in the 3 years that I've known him. Anna Lou has grown so much. They're like my little babies, like my little siblings. It is just amazing how much you see people grow in different countries, and they come from different traditions that bring us all together. If you check out last year's reunion, Anna Lou also sang a song for us, a Christmas song. So if you want to check that out, that is on Miss Liz's Facebook page. But I mean, this is what we do, is what we make a difference when we actually start listening to people and we start making that impact of saying, you know what, I'm going to take that 2 seconds and just share this post. Maybe it might not change my life, but it might change someone else's life. Let's take that 2 seconds and let's just start sharing and start supporting people. Support for support is really, it really does make a difference. You see the impact. These people are here because they support Miss Liz, and Miss Liz supports them. So I want to go to Dr. Katie Nall. What is your tea?
Miss Liz, my T, and I will use your acronym. Of course, T for me is tapping. I know, and I have seen so many people with mental health issues, with depression, with fear, with worries, anxiety, fear, frustration, lethargy, exhaustion, stress, all of those waffles being helped not just to alleviate the stress, but to eliminate it. And what I love the most about Miss Liz is that not only does tapping an amazing, amazing resource, but it's something that people can learn to do themselves and empower themselves. So just like Ron said, instead of just giving it to them, I teach it to them. And that's the part that's exciting. My E is education. My lifelong mission statement has been education at every turn. And to me, that means it doesn't matter if I'm a student, I'm always learning. I just finished Tapping Out of Trauma Part 2. I'm in more Qigong classes. I'm always taking classes, always learning, while I'm also being an instructor and teaching. In addition to teaching tapping, both on Zoom and face-to-face, I am able to teach Qigong, which I love. We'd mentioned before about how it's not just the emotional part, but it's the emotion, the physical, and the spirit, and to pull all of that together. And with the upcoming retreat that we have in April of Emotions ER, Emotions Energy Retreat, we'll be able to share that education on so many different levels. And then the A for me is authentic. I'm very authentic with my life and the trials and tribulations. Like so many others, you know, a strange and interesting childhood that has led to a more stable adulthood based on choices. Like Ron said, we all get to make choices, and it's those choices that we make that make the difference. Just watching what Cynthia's gone through and going through and lifting herself up out of what everybody else got caught in, and having that authenticity. For 4 years, once a week, I went to a psychologist just to try and make sense of my life, and to be able now to take from that and say, oh, instead of investing all that time, energy, and money in that, let me show you a way that you can do this yourself. So it actually involves teaching, education, and authenticity. And Liz, I have to say thank you so much for what you do. You are an incredibly powerful woman. And for you to say you're just one person, you have connected so many continents, so many countries, so many people, and I so appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm not good with getting I'm not good with getting compliments or appreciation, and that's something Miss Liz needs to work on. That's Miss Liz's tea that I need to work on. But
Miss Liz, we could tap on that.
Yeah, we can tap. Yeah, we need to tap, because 2023, there's going to be a lot of tapping stress coming. Like I said, Miss Liz is full for next year, and it will all be done on a Thursday. So there won't be every day. Miss Liz is not working every day. Miss Liz is working on a Thursday, but I'm bringing you 3 different shows on a Thursday. So be ready, because it's coming, and it's coming hard. There are different countries that are coming. I am so incredibly proud of the people that are reaching out to me and wanting to be on this platform. So I want to jump into Anna Lou. What is your tea, girl?
All right. So my tea is for touch. You know, I grew up in a simple family, in a simple place. There's not much of an education that you can really access to, but I wanted to always become that someone that would be able to touch a person's life. And it doesn't have to be that you need to be like a doctor, you need to be someone very prominent. just by you, just being you, whatever you can do, whatever resources you can like accessible to your hand, use it. You can always touch other people's lives. And it's not just touching about their career. You can touch their finances, you can touch their emotions, you can touch their families. And that's so amazing. And boils me down to letter E, which is to enhance people's lives. As you know, I'm a social media manager, and not also that I'm a business owner. I hire people because the nature of the work here in my community is just the agriculture. That's the only thing that they know. But with me starting to start a new culture for them, I get to like have a platform wherein I can show people that there's other way. There's other way that you can have your income. There's other way that you can leverage yourself. And that's why I'm hiring people and I'm able to like enhance their life, their way of living, which is really amazing, which is my letter A, which is an amazing, you can live an amazing life, use what you have, be impactful, and become excellent in everything that you do. That's my T. T for touch, E for enhance people's lives, and A, be amazing.
Oh, I love it, girl. I love it. I love it. See, we keep it simple and we still spill a strong tea because that's what it is. It's who we are. And when we really serve from within, it actually shows and it actually makes a difference. So I'm going to go to Elizabeth Charity for her tea, and then we're going to go to Dr. Davy, and we're going to do any final wrap up. And then tonight we also have a couple guests that were here this afternoon that will be joining us tonight because they had to skip out because of course they are busy, and it is Christmas time, so people are getting that last minute shopping in. And if you would like to support any of my Tea Time guests, check out Miss Liz's Facebook page. I have put out a Christmas list of guests that have books, that have services, that have programs. Check those services out. Check these people out. I'm telling you, Christmas, let's keep it to the heart. Let's bring it back to the heart by supporting a friend, by supporting somebody who has supported us within the year. You know, the big businesses, Walmart and all of that. Walmart, come at me if you want. I'm good with that, because I'm going to be in Walmart next year with Miss Liz's TEA collection book. So there, let's do that. Walmart, I got you. But I want people to understand that shopping Christmas is from the heart. Let's bring the heart back. Let's bring humanity back. Let's support these incredible guests. They have books. Let's buy a book. They have a service. Let's use their service. They have a program. Let's use their program. If they have something that can help you, reach out to them. They might not be the one helping you, but they might have a connection that does help you. So let's really start bringing support for support. So let's get Dr. Elizabeth Charity in, and then we're going to get Dr. Davia in, and then we're going to wrap up this afternoon's reunion tea time, and we'll be back at 7 for our second reunion with another bunch of incredible tea time guests. So Elizabeth, what is your tea?
Elizabeth, thank you.
And we got
Thank
two
you so
Elizabeths in the
much for
house, so
giving me-
we're double whammy.
I want to thank you so much for inviting me. And I want to say T is talent. Talent that exceeds beyond our imagination, with the power that is invested in us with the Almighty God. That will give us the ability, the ability to do awesome and mighty things in people's lives, to be able to make it a better world for them to live in. And when we make it a better world for others to live in, we are creating a kingdom of great expectation, a kingdom of empowerment, a kingdom of being able to go in and assess the very throne room of God and make miracles happen in people's lives. That's my TEA. Oh, by the way, I am a minister. I sound like a preacher, don't I?
I love you, girl. And Dr. Davia, what is your tea?
Oh, wow. My tea is more thinking of how I interact with people. Each engagement, do I have a takeaway? Is there something actionable that I can do? And then that, I mean, it's all about the engagement. Reach one, teach one, each one. It's the quality, not the quantity at this point. And I think that that's important. Like, we're in the holiday season. The best gift we can give each other is the gift of ourselves. So if you have a business connection, if you sell a book, if you're doing a fundraiser, share it. And if you can't be willing to share it, then participate. Like you can do something. We can all do something. And I think that that's the most important part. Sometimes we're not sure what to do. Ask. You can ask. I think we forget to ask good questions. Ask each other questions. How can I help? How can I serve you? How can I support you? Then the world doesn't seem like such a big place. So that's it. Yeah, it's kind of simple.
I love simple tea. Because sometimes we don't need the milk and the sugar. We just need a simple tea, right? We just need that bag to sit. The message that I want to bring to everybody out there is you look at these guests that are sitting here this afternoon, and they've all mentioned education. We need education awareness out there. We need to really start opening and sharing our stories and just be ourselves. So I want to thank Dawn. I want to thank Katie and Dr. Katie. I want to thank you, Cynthia. I want to thank you, Lugman, Ron, Anna Lou, Dr. Davia, Iriki, I'm going to get it right, from Brave Up, and Elizabeth Charity, Doug Lawrence, and Raja, who was coming in from Israel. So I really want to thank each and every one of you for joining me this afternoon in an afternoon tea reunion. So share this tea time, share the reunion. Let's connect. And if you know of somebody that can make a difference in someone's life for Christmas this year, do that. If it means baking some goodies, like Dawn's been baking goodies, I'm like, oh my goodness, I wish I could jump through the screen, because she makes like those old Christmas goodies that my grandma used to, my grandma's 96, bless her soul, she's still here, but she's not baking anymore. But Dawn, you're bringing back those memories of those Christmas goodies that we used to have. And Katie, I want to thank you for actually taking the time to email me back and forth with my tapping and my stress levels and all of that good stuff. And Cynthia, thank you so much for your moral support since meeting you. We've been like our cheerleaders for each other. Like we've been, you got this, Cynthia, and Liz, you got this. So it's been back and forth. Lugman, thank you so much for staying connected to me. And, watching you grow from the time I met you is just like a proud mama moment. It's like you've grown, working with United Nations and stuff like that. It is truly just a blessing to see you grow. And Ron, thank you so much for being that voice and being transparent, because we need that transparency. I'm gonna tear up because yous mean a lot to me. Yous gave me that 1 hour in one day. And the difference you have made in my life is forever in my heart. Anna Lou, you are like my little push buddy and my little jokester. Like you're always sending me little jokes, keep me moving and keep me motivated. And yes, Miss Liz got hacked last year because these buggers want to take Miss Liz out because they don't want Miss Liz making a difference. And Anna Lou actually supported me through that journey. So I want to thank you, Anna Lou, for that. Dr. Davia, you and me, we have a special bond. Our stories are together. But our lives are also together because we became sisters through that journey. And Enrique, this is the first time I'm meeting you, but this is not the last time I'm meeting you. Like we will stay connected and we will work together because we will get Brave out there. You got it in 3 countries. We're going to get it into 193 countries. How about we do that? We get these movements in all countries, not just in our country where we are. Elizabeth Charity, thank you so much for all your support on LinkedIn and all the encouragement, and just keep blossoming, girl, because I'm watching you and that. And you all have made an impact. And Dawn, thank you so much. You've gone through some stuff this year, but you also showed me on how to stay strong too, because we have that similar story, and that's a personal story, but that's a connection, a personal connection. And I want to thank you. And thank you for bringing that extra guest to my table this year. I really want to thank you for that, Dawn, because without you mentioning that and bringing awareness to that topic, we wouldn't make a difference in that part as well. So I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me today. We're going to cut it a little short because we are back at 7, and we're going to be back here from 7 to 9. And we're going to take it as it goes, because that's how tea is, right? We serve it as it goes. And I want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time today to sit with me, because I do know the time zones are different. And I do know that you're very busy and it is close to Christmas. So I want you all to have a very Merry Christmas and a happy New Year's. And if you'd like to be on Tea Time in 2023, there's room for you. Miss Liz will make room for you. I will set up a special date because you guys mean the world to me. So don't forget, I have your back. And I know you have mine because you're here today, sitting with me and sharing. So for all the viewers out there, listeners out there, if you'd like to know more about me, Miss Liz, just check out my website, www.misslizsteaparties.com. And the reason that it is tea parties, because Miss Liz was started in 2015. She was a community fundraiser and then went virtual when COVID hit. So that's why the tea party is there. And if you would like to see a topic on Tea Time that I haven't brought and that you feel needs awareness, please reach out and let me know, because I will reach out to that person and I will knock on the door until I get a yes, because that's just who I am. And I want to thank all of you again from the bottom of my heart. Have a blessed holiday. Celebrate. Make sure your families are good and healthy and everyone is having fun. And Dawn, my fingers are crossed, extra tight for you so that you can see your kids. Keep me posted. And please, if you do get there, let me know that you made it safe and sound. And I will see everyone. If you want to join me tonight at 7, you are more than welcome to join for a second reunion tea time. And I will close up. We're going to close up with the video again as we opened up the show, so you can see all the incredible people that have been on Tea Time and more to come in the new year. Let me just get that back up here.
Last 15 minutes.
There you have it. Those are incredible people. Before we wrap up, we got a few seconds. We have one guest that popped in. So Shanna Cook is from Cornwall, and she did make it in. So she's had some ups and downs, but she's in. So I do want to give her that time to speak before she wraps up, just in case she can't make it tonight. So Shannon, go ahead.
Hi, everyone. I don't see myself. Do you see me?
I see a big ass.
Oh, do you?
Yes,
Am I too
do.
close? Because I don't see what it looks like. Hey, guys. I've been watching the whole time, watching everyone speak, and appreciate so many gifts that you're bringing to the table. And it's such a blessing. Miss Liz has her Tea Time reunion. We absolutely adore her. I'm very fortunate to live close by. I'm not in a different country. So Liz and I have, am I way too close, Liz? I'm in a sort of a crazy spot here.
Yeah, you got a big ass, but we can hear you loud and clear, girl.
Okay. So just I just want to say, guys, something that I love to bring to the table is nature. And I actually was out in nature until I could not connect on my phone. So I ran home to get on the computer so I can chat with you guys. But this year I was fortunate to work with some beekeeping. We all know how important the bees are in the planet and what it's, the importance in the system that it has. And I've started to look at natural holistic therapies. I've got quite a long list of health concerns, and the bee venom therapy has come into light. Now, the Egyptians used to use bee venom therapy back 377 BC, so it's not something new, but it's something I've been researching and absolutely think that if we can look and reflect at this year and in the new year, try to live a more holistic life, make sure we reduce, reuse, recycle, all of those things, guys. It's so important because the climate change is happening, and we can see that with our winters are so much different than they used to be. And the high right now, there's a lot of planes. Who was saying that they almost missed a plane because of the snowfall? So it's heavy snowfall here too, so it's a big change for us. But I guess just living that most natural life is what it's about, and definitely counting our blessings and being grateful for everything that we have. Liz, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for showing up for us day in and day out. You are an absolute inspiration in my life, as well as so many people I know locally, and all our Tea Time guests. I'm sure we all touch each other in a certain way. So just want to say thank you, Liz, for showing up for us and bringing this community together so that we can utilize each other's resources and knowledge and just grow together in such a faster way than we used to be able to connect in the olden days, right? So this is a huge blessing to be here. Mwah. I'm sending you kisses, Liz. I want to give you the biggest hug. Hopefully we'll get to see each other soon. But thanks for bringing everything to the table. We're going to look into those children's books. I absolutely love to see new books. So excited to pick up some copies, guys. And just want to say that in the new year, we always kind of set that New Year's goal. Like, I'm thinking I got to drink more water. Well, that's been my New Year's goal probably for 5 years in a row. Drink more water, drink more water. But it's like it's a time for us to reset. Although every single morning and every single day is a time for us to reset and make a difference. My daughter had went to a little conference, and this Mohawk lady said to her, she was like 103 years old, I believe, the woman, and she said, every day I wake up and I say to myself, today is going to be the best day of my life. And I thought, what a way to really start your day, even though you don't think anything spectacular is going to happen, or you have no big plans. Wake up and say that to yourself. And it's so amazing what karma and nature can bring on to us whenever we're just gifting and serving and giving back. So thanks, Miss Liz, for this forum. Thank you to meet all of you guests. If it's our first time we get to see each other, I've learned a lot today, and I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for letting me be a part of Tea Time. And my tea is my water, because this is frozen too from the truck. It's clarity. I want clarity in the new year. I want to start my year fresh and as wholesome as possible. So today's tea is my actual ice water. So that's what I'm sharing today.
Well, thank you so much. And thank you for jumping on. I know that you've been messaging me back and forth for a little bit. So this is what it is. I give the voice for my guests. It ain't about Miss Liz. It's about all of you guys. So again, Shannon, if you can join us tonight, I'd love to have you again so that you can share some more with the other guests. And all of the guests are welcome to join me tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And let's share this tea time, and let's really get it out there, and let's really make an impact for 2023. And take that 2 minutes to just say, hey, I got your back, because that's what we do. And we spill tea together and we make a mess. So I'll see everyone tonight at 7 p.m. for a second reunion show with incredible guests from around the world.
Take care. See
Hi,
you.
everyone.